The future of two divisive ballot proposals will now be decided by the state Supreme Court.
Today, groups trying to place the measures on the November ballot filed an appeal to the state's high court. They want the justices to overturn decisions made yesterday by the State Board of Canvassers.
The panel deadlocked 2-2 on proposals involving voters' rights and abortion. 13 on your side's Keely Lovert has more on what happened yesterday and what happens next.
I would imagine that people are confused by what happened because it appears that, right, the wishes of 700,000 Michiganders who signed these petitions, right, were denied by two people.
In the Board of Canvassers meeting Wednesday, a heated debate between lawyers on both sides of the argument happened over a lack of spacing between words in the petition text and font size in the printed version of the Reproductive Freedom for All. Lawyers both for and against the proposed amendment offered opposing opinions on the board's ability to weigh the merits of the spacing issue in the decision to certify or not.
And the last best hope for groups that are opposed to both of these issues is to find the smallest of technicalities, extra spacing or lack of spacing between a couple words, font size, those sorts of things.
Experts say that Wednesday's deadlock isn't too surprising, especially as the 2-2 vote was split down party lines.
Historically, this has been a very rote clerical process that has become more and more political.
It's just kind of a symptom of the highly politicized world that we're living in right now.
Because of the deadlock, the decision now goes to the Michigan Supreme Court.
And hopefully we'll get some clarity, some interesting clarity about the board's role and whether their reasoning for denying these petitions was valid.
And just hours before, the Board of Canvassers also deadlocked over the voting rights ballot initiative, Promote the Vote 2022.
It's clear that both campaigns had enough signatures. The question that the Supreme Court's going to be looking at is there enough errors or typos in the petition themselves that might give reason to not have them on the ballot.
Before yesterday's meeting, state election officials recommended that the Board of Canvassers certify both proposals.
It's highly unlikely, I think, that the Supreme Court's going to find enough reason to not put both of these on the ballot and let the voters have their say. You'd be disenfranchising hundreds of thousands of people if they did that.
Keely Lovern, 13 on your side.